When Bruce Jenner made his debut on June the 1st, 2015, he was shown on the cover of Vanity Fair magazine. During those days, this is what then the President of the United States, Barack Obama, had to say. It takes courage to share your story. Your story matters in the fight for LGBT rights. The Obama administration encouraged followers to share their stories with regards to LGBT equality. The new Caitlyn said, "For all intents and purposes, I am a woman." But the question remains, for whose intent and for what purpose did Bruce get sexual reassignment surgery, SRS? His intent, he claims, is because God made him for this purpose, and the purpose would be for what? When Elohim performed the first surgical work with Adam and created Eve, out of Adam's rib, we are not led to believe that both sexes are interchangeable. In other words, nowhere in the scripture does Adam or Eve have the single-mindedness apart from the Creator's will to change their male and female appearance, including reproductive organs. And yet, we live in a world of perspective that embraces man's own desires while they incorporate the title God and the name Jesus Christ. Both the title God and the name Jesus Christ are both Christianized names that do not identify Elohim or his son. God and Jesus Christ are the gods of LGBT people. The Elohim of Scripture by the name Yahweh and Messiah by the name Yahushua HaMashiach nowhere condones man's perspective of relationship with him.
It's been eye-opening, inspiring, but also frightening. All across this country right now, all across the world, at this very moment, there are young people coming to terms with being transgender.
Yahweh has given his word both in the law and the revelation of the taught ones. The word of Yahweh is not taken into consideration when it comes to LGBT and the open arm acceptance of their lifestyle. Folks skip completely over the scriptures, and when the scriptures are mentioned, LGBT proponents perceive it as holier than thou or Bible bashing. Nonetheless, here is what the scriptures say about coming to their terms of who they are. There is a way which seems right to a man, but its end is the way of death. Mishlei 14:12, Proverbs. All a man's ways are right in his own eyes, but Yahweh weighs the hearts. Mishlei 21:2, Proverbs.
This transition has been harder on me than anything I could imagine. And that's the case for so many others besides me. For that reason alone, trans people deserve something vital. They deserve your respect.
Respect? Actually, the entire issue of sinful ways is not about respect, rather about obeying the word of Yahweh that you may live. The scriptures in the Torah have a fundamental basis of truth, and that is the scriptures represent the written word of Elohim to his people. The scriptures also identify the ways of man and the current state of the world. The cliche, love the sinner but hate the sin, does not agree with scripture. We find that the Most High, Elohim Yah, reveals the things he hates. These 6 matters Yahweh hates, and 7 are an abomination to him. A proud look. A proud look. Then he says a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, heart devising wicked schemes, feet quick to run to evil, a false witness, breathing out lies, and one who causes strife among brothers. But the first characteristic that he mentions, a proud look. In Mishlei 16:18, he says, "Before destruction comes pride, and before a fall a haughty spirit." In Daniel 4:37, Yahweh reveals to the prophet, "Now I, Nebuchadnezzar, am praising and exalting and esteeming the sovereign of the heavens. For all his works are truth, and his ways right. And those who walk in pride, he is able to humble. And those who walk in pride, he is able to humble. And if that truth is not enough, Yahweh further declares through the mouth of the prophet Jeremiah, at chapter 50, verses 31 and 32. See, I am against you, O proud one, declares the Master Yahweh of hosts. For your day has come, the time of your punishment, and the proud one shall stumble, and he shall fall, with no one to raise him up. And I shall kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all around him. For this is the predicted fate of the cities of the world, not so much the act of sin, but the pride they brandish because of their act of sin. Yahweh revealed through the prophet Yeshayah concerning the fall of Yerushalayim. The look on their faces witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They do not hide it. Woe to their being, for they have brought evil upon themselves. This is the state of the world today. They do not hide it, and they are proud about it. The consequences of the sin of pride is destruction and the fall of the nation and divine disruption of the entire world.